Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here, hope you're well. What we're going to do is take a look at our layers. So I made myself a little bit smaller, and just over here you'll notice that I have started and reopened my layers. So we're going to start with the big surf first. It's the biggest one. So we're going to start with this one, okay? So I'm going to go into the big surf, okay, into that big surf layer. Now I know I'm in the big surf layer because it's highlighted, okay, and it is the one that is just going to be with Fuji. Now, some of you may have noticed or may be able to predict what is going to come up later, because if we look at Fuji is second from the front, yet it's the one that's furthest away. And I wonder if you can guess what we're going to do with that. So let's come into Big Surf, okay? Big Surf is going to be the one that is our first layer. And the reason we're going to do this is because it gives shape to our drawing. And then we're going to go into Big Blue, and Big Blue is going to be under the Big Surf. Again, you may think, well, Big Blue looks here above Big Surf. It will all come clear shortly. So, first job is I need to go and get a brush, okay? And the shortcut for brush is B. Okay, so when I bring my mouse over here, I've got a brush, okay, and when I click on brush, I've got a brush tool, a pencil tool, and I can a color replacement, okay. So I'm going to choose my brush tool, and over here at the very top, just underneath the word file, you can see that I've got some sizes. Okay, so if I just click on that, I've got a slider for my size, and I want something that is not too big and I don't want it too rough and ready, but I want the hardness to be 100% for this because I want an outline. With the Hokusai paintings, they're a bit sort of cartoonish, aren't they, with their deep black outline. So I want a deep black outline too. So I'm talking about sizes, I'm talking about the heaviness of the actual pen itself, but also I'm talking about colour. So let's go and see what 9 looks like. So as I come into the page, okay, I can start to sort of go through the outline, and I can go off my page and down and around. And then I'm going to go and just follow that small wave and come up and around each and every sort of piece of surf all the way around to the end, okay? Then I'm going to go onto the inside as well, okay? Next job is I need to go and choose a color, okay? So I choose it from my color palette, which is down here. I click on where that blue square is, and what I want is I want to drag this around with my mouse and then hit OK to go and get black. Good. All right, so let's go and have a look to see how this is going to fare. Okay, let's go and see what this looks like. It's a bit thick, I think. I don't know about you, but I think that is too thick, isn't it? Here, I need to learn how to undo. Okay, so I can go to edit and I can go and undo and redo. Okay, so I go to undo and I need to go and step backwards. Okay, like that. And I can step backwards, and then the other one is to step forward. So if I go too far, I can Control Shift Z, and then I can go back and Control Z. Okay, all right. This pen, though, is too fat, so I need to go and drag this slider down, and I'm going to go and halve it. Okay, so let's go and see what it looks like now. That's more like it. And then I'm going to go and trace it. And then I'm going to go and pause this video and I'll be on the other side. Okay, so I've traced around the outside of the big surf. What I want to do here is just guide ourselves around this and just show you that I have made sure that there are no holes. I don't want to be, now you can see I've made a mistake there. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I can edit it and get the eraser and erase it and redraw it. But when I come around to the edge there, what I want to do is just cut that edge off, okay? So, all along here, this edge here, okay, on the far side, I want to just go and draw that line up there and draw it so that it joins from the bottom, from the edge here up to the top, okay, on the far side, okay, so where my mouse is here, okay, I'm going to go and just deliberately just draw down that edge here so you can see it, okay, there, that edge. The reason I want to do that is because later on we are going to be using a brush tool to brush over it, but also underneath in that big blue we want to be able to go and use a fill tool and color it all in. And if we don't have hard edges with and have no gaps, we can paint it properly. If we have gaps, just the tiniest pixel, and the paint will what's called bleed, and the paint will bleed through that hole, and it will ruin it. It just saves you time to do it now than trying to fix it later on. Okay, so that's Big Surf. All right. So you can see what we're going to do next. I would imagine we're going to go and trace Big Blue. We're going to trace Fuji. We're going to trace a small wave, and then we're going to understand how to manage those layers. Because at the beginning of this video, I said to you, I wonder if you can guess what is wrong with these layers and why I've sort of asked you to put these layers in this order, okay? So next lesson, we're going to finish off tracing, and then we're going to do something with the layers, and you'll see what we're going to do with them, okay? All right, as always, good luck.